if you'll listen, I will tell you a story. It's a story of a young gifted man. At least that's how they call me. I don't know if I'm gifted, but I know I love music, and Europe is all about music, from Vienna to Berlin, London to my hometown Alba Iulia. My life story starts here in this beautiful city, Alba Iulia, which is right in the middle of Transylvania. During Ceausescu's era, the old Vauban fortress in Alba Iulia was like a forbidden city. The fall of the Berlin Wall represented a new beginning for Romania as well. In the upcoming months, we have succeeded in breaking the heavy chains of communism. We finally had freedom. In 2007, Romania became a member state in the European Union. At that moment, I was still a student at the Royal Academy of Music in London. I went there because I received a scholarship from the Academy and great support from Baroness Emma Nicholson, who was at that time a member of the European Parliament and Romania's special rapporteur to the European Union. Also, I received a grant from the Red Thew Family Foundation. The student university fees were very high for a student coming from a non-EU country. I remember the moment Romania became a European Union state. The student fees decreased for all Romanian students. That made me so happy, because I knew that more young people who weren't as lucky as I was were able to come to London and study there. I know that I sound a bit self-interested talking about student fees, but back then I couldn't see the large picture of what the European Union and its enlargement stood for. During my studies abroad, I returned to Alba Iulia a couple of times and started to notice the city was changing and the positive influence coming from Europe. I found later that Alba Iulia made good use of European funding. Projects worth more than 70 million euros have been financed by the EU and implemented by the city, bringing our fortress back to life. Locals and tourists now roam the streets and are greeted by uniformed soldiers of the old Austrian Empire, who were the builders of the fortress. I also enjoyed the actors, Roman soldiers who reenact our Roman-Latin heritage. After seeing such a beautiful city, I decided to come back home. So I chose to lend a hand and bring my music to this great city. Together with some talented friends, we started a chamber orchestra with the help and support of the county council and the Augustin Bena Cultural Center. Together we are trying to give life to the greatest European classical music and animate this ancient city. I played in Germany, France, England and Romania. I felt European everywhere. The recipe is simple. Open your heart and feel the sound of Europe.
We are Europe. Every day